Can you get the bus to the airport in Lanzarote? Well, if you're stopping in Playa Blanca and Puerto del Carmen, I'm going to show you which bus to get and how you can save yourself a few pennies getting to the airport. I'm going from Playa Blanca to the airport. We'll be passing through Puerto del Carmen. Let me show you each stop and let me show you how easy and how cheap it is to get to the airport. Let's go. So this is the station, which is under construction at the moment, but this is usually where you get the bus from this side. Now we've actually got to go over that side. Jack's waiting for me over there, so let's go. Right, so we're heading over this side just for today. This is the other side of the bus stop, which goes in the other direction, but because they're working on the bus stop, I've been advised by Jack that this is where we get the bus. There he is. So Jack is the bus expert. He gets the bus every single day to work, and he's told me that this side of the road is usually for the interior bus. I've done a video on the interior bus, so that's the number 30 that goes all the way around Playa Blanca. But because the bus stop, as I said, is being done up, everybody's getting this way to get to the airport now. So do remember that at the moment, but that'll be open soon anyway. And just so you know, and you can see, there's the main bus stop. This is a smaller bus stop. Boom. Right, so there's one bus pulled up, 162. It says it goes to the airport. Jack's questioning whether it goes to the airport. Does it go to the bloody airport or not? I think it does. Let's go. I think they all go to the airport, if I'm honest with you, but we shall see. But this is the 162. There's the 161 and the 61 and the 62 as well. No, Jack? I'll give you the full info. I'll put the timetable and all the information up on the screen now, okay? Put my stuff at the bottom. So you put your cases down there and you're rocking and rolling. Hola, buena. Sí, solo uno aeropuerto, por favor. Gracias. Gives you change. Get your ticket. Gracias. Here we go. Let's get on. Very nice, very clean. Quite a thin gap, and I feel lost without my case. And Jack's at the back. Do you always sit at the back when you get on the bus?
Of course, most leg room.
Like a naughty boy. Come on, let's get on here. I'll show you what's going on. Right then, we're on. I'll tell you what, it's a very clean bus. The buses here are fantastic. But Jack is trying to explain to me, and I'm as lost as you lot will be. So what I'll do, as I said, I'll put the little timetable and everything up here, and it shows which ones go to the airport. There's a different colour code and everything. They pretty much, most of them go, but there is a 162D which doesn't go to the airport. So have a look on the timetable and it will tell you which ones go to the airport and which ones don't. Like I said, I think most of them do. But anyway, I'm going to show you each stop on the way, and then we'll get to the airport and I'll show you the airport. So just to let you know how much that cost, it costs €3.30. When you consider a taxi to the airport is going to be at least 50, 55, maybe 60 one way. That to me is an absolute steal, isn't it? And we're off. I think it's going to head straight. No, it's just going to head straight now towards Puerto del Carmen.
No, it'll go past Yaiza and then it'll go directly to Puerto del Carmen.
There you go. Yaiza and then Puerto del Carmen in this direction. So the first stop that it's going to make is in the village of Yaiza. It's the prettiest village, but the drive from there to there is just amazing. You've got volcanic views. You can see Timetable National Park. It's like literally being on a tour. There you go, look. That is the view from the local bus. You can see all the volcanic landscape, the national park there, Timetable. Beautiful views. And so peaceful as well, and clean. Right, I think we should have got the 161. I don't know. It didn't stop in Yaiza. I'm not sure if this is just going direct to the airport. We shall see, but we've bypassed Yaiza, or we've just gone straight on, which is great because it's one less stop. And we're now on the main motorway and we're heading towards Puerto del Carmen. So I'm wondering, with all these different buses, 161, 61, 162, if you're just in Playa Blanca and you want to get to the airport, that's fine. Now, for the purposes of the video, I wanted to get the bus that is going to go through the Puerto del Carmen area as well, picking people up for the airport. I'm wondering if this one will. If it doesn't, well, don't you worry about it. It's still a great video. There was a little sign just up there a minute ago and what it basically said is that you can pay cash but no more than €10. So you can pay card and you can pay cash, okay, but they will give change, but maximum a €10 note. Don't get on here with a 50 or a 20, 10 only, or a max. Otherwise, you ain't getting on, or they're not going to give you change. Because you saw at the beginning, he had a little box of change. The last thing you want to do is be bowling on with a 50 and pissing anybody off. Right, we've not even stopped once yet. Disaster video this is, disaster. I blame Jack because I said we're getting the 161 and then this 162 turned up and he went, come on, this goes to the airport. So we just passed Puerto Calero. So the 161 will go into Puerto Calero as well. So if you're stopping in Puerto Calero, it's great because there's a little bus stop there and you can get the bus to the airport, the 161, not the 162. But we will see. We're just coming at the junction now where it's either going to go into Puerto del Carmen or we're going to fly straight past and just end up at the airport. Literally one stop. So the 162, if you're in Playa Blanca, could be ideal. And just as I thought, this one is going directly to the airport. So let me explain a few things. There he is. There he is. It's all his fault. Blame me this one here. A bit of a disaster video-wise, but if you've seen the video I've done where I get the bus from the airport to Playa Blanca and it goes through all the stops in Puerto del Carmen and Puerto Calero first, that's a really good video if you want to come this way. The plan today was to get the same bus back, but we've jumped on the number 2, which is direct. So if you're stopping in Playa Blanca, it's perfect, isn't it? Literally a direct bus to the airport with no stops, and has got to see us super early now. For €3.30. I mean, when you consider a taxi, like I said, is €50, it's a no-brainer for me. Now, I'm going to ask you lot if you think I'm correct in what I'm saying here. The local bus is for the locals to get to and from work. I do see quite a few tourists that are there at the bus stop at peak times. I mean, peak times is like sort of before 9 a.m, isn't it? You know, people go to work 9 till 5. I mean, in Lanzarote with hotel works, bars, people work all different times, but the general rule of thumb, isn't it, working hours 9 to 5. And I see a lot of tourists, and Jack tells me that when he gets on the bus to work in the morning, it's absolutely rammed, and a lot of the tourists are taking a seat. Now, I can understand from a local's point of view, that would really piss me off. Am I right in saying that? Would it annoy you if you were getting on your local bus to go to work and it was full of tourists and stuff like that? So, for me, and my advice and my opinion is, if you are going to get any of the local buses, try not to get them at peak times before 9 o'clock and then sort of between 4:30 and 5:30. Obviously, if you've got to get to the airport at that time, crack on. But if you're going sightseeing or you're going from Playa Blanca to Puerto del Carmen or you're doing that, am I right in saying that you should maybe not go at peak time? I might be wrong. Some of you might disagree with me. Many of you do. I don't care. Right, we are nearly at the airport, which means we're here super early. Right, here we are already. That has took literally how long?
It's 11:30, so
30 minutes,
yeah.
if that. And we're coming right into the airport. And let's see where we get off. So there we go, look, we've arrived at the airport. We're just going down, I think, to where you get the bus as well, so at least I can show you that. And you wait until you hear the bell on this bus. I'm going to press it. Just so you can see how many taxis there are, look. So you've got no worries getting a taxi. There's plenty of taxis at the moment. Sometimes there's a little bit of a wait, but at this time, it's 11:30 in the morning, it's not too bad at all. And the bus stop should be over there. Come on, Jack. Right, we're up. Listen to this. Oh, I didn't press. Made a hoot. See if I can do it. Nah. Right, here we go. I think we can get off here. We've arrived. So this is the bus stop that you get the bus from the airport to resort. Jack's got the bag. Goodbye, Mr. Bus. Let me show you the bus timetable over here. So this is where you get the bus if you want to get from the airport to it. And as you can see, the 162 literally goes Playa Blanca Airport and then Arrecife. So that's a direct one. The 61 goes to the airport, then Puerto del Carmen, then Uga, then Playa Blanca. That's the one we were going to get. And then the quicker one to that one is the Airporto, Puerto del Carmen, and then Playa Blanca. So this one goes through Uga and Yaiza. So the 61 or the 161 is the one to get if you actually want to go to Puerto del Carmen. Don't make the mistake of getting this one, which is what we just got on, which literally will take you to Playa Blanca. There you go, and the times are all here. I'm going to put this on the video anyway, so you can see what's going on. So there you go, that was how to get from Playa Blanca to the airport, not via Puerto del Carmen. We'll have to come back now. Next time we go to the airport, we'll get the other one. We'll get the 161 and show you the stops in Puerto del Carmen. Where are we going? Well, the next video you see today will be travel day. We are going on a Canary flight plane over to Gran Canaria. I'm taking him with me. We're going to stop in the IKEA hotel, then we're going to get up tomorrow, we're going to go to the aquarium, we're going to do loads in Las Palmas today, the capital of Gran Canaria, into Tenerife, we're going to go and have some lunch. He's going to get a plane back to Lanzarote on his own. I might give him a camera to record a vlog on that. And I am going to do Tenerife for a couple of days, so stay tuned, that'll be the next video. In fact, the next video will be travel day. Come on, let's go. See you later.